Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving week. I know people are starting to think what travel's going to look like. Again, this would be my public service announcements. We're going to get our first significant snow, certainly here and then in North Country. Slow down, be careful. The plows will be out, but it's that time of year. But it's also that time of year to think about family coming home and spending that time on Thanksgiving. Of course, the centerpiece of the Thanksgiving tradition is the meal, the bounty that we have as Minnesotans and as Americans to share that meal. And at the heart of it is, of course, turkeys. And this is such an important industry. We were talking about it, but these are family businesses. About 600 farms raise more turkeys in this state than any other state. We produce about 16% of all the turkeys produced across the country. So pretty good chance most folks are going to have that turkey be a Minnesota turkey, and we're incredibly proud of that. It generates about $1 billion of economic activity and, of course, supports these incredible family farms and our rural communities that support them. So we're excited about what that means, but we're also very cognizant. It's a challenging time in farm country right now. Many of these folks also are grain producers, and we understand that those challenges are real. Grateful to the Department of Ag, Commissioner Peterson, being out there with resources, being out there with help for folks as they're seeing some of the financial strains that go with it. Also with the recognition you're going to hear from Sarah at Second Harvest, talking about the issue of folks that are hungry and making sure we're able to get the resources out earlier this year. This fall, we put out $4 million into the food banks and the food shelves, into the pantries. Grateful to Minnesota's generosity that we've seen on Give to the Max Day. I know a lot of them went to these organizations. And that, coupled with the policies that we put in place through the legislature and into law, the stability and the certainty of school meals for families, the child tax credit that put a little more money back in people's pockets, and the work that was done on the programs that support that. So I think at a time when we want folks to celebrate, we want them to be thankful, we want them to enjoy this time with family, Minnesotans always put a little bit of extra into helping others, and I think that's what today is about. So we were celebrating a great industry, we're celebrating a partnership to feed not just Minnesotans, but the country and the world, up against a backdrop of economically a bit challenging times, but in Minnesota again, just really grateful for this. I'm going to turn it over, and you're going to hear from Butch a little bit. You'll hear from the turkey growers, folks that actually grow these turkeys, and of course the highlight of this is when Shelby gets to present Gru to us, who is the star of the show. And I was just hearing 45-plus pound turkey is a big turkey. Get an opportunity to see what these producers do and how we get the opportunity on Thursday to have this incredible meal. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Butch to say a few words, and his helper. So,
okay. Good morning. I am Butch Bry, and I have the honor as serving as president of the Minnesota Turkey and Research and Promotion Council. For more than 3 decades, my family and I have been part of Minnesota turkey industry at our farm near Sleepy Eye, Minnesota. I independently raise about 20,000 breeder hens each year, and I can tell you, while it's not always easy, there's nothing else I would rather do. Governor Walz, Commissioner Peterson, thank you for taking the time to meet with us today. Your presence means a great deal to our families who make up this industry. Since 1939, our organization has represented the men and women who raise turkeys across this state. As you've heard, Minnesota remains #1 in the nation for turkey production, with just over 400 working turkey farmers, from first-generation growers to families who have been raising turkeys in Minnesota for more than 6 generations. What truly sets Minnesota apart is our strong network of independent growers, more than any other state in the country. We're also home to 3 outstanding processing plants: Genio Turkey Store Wilmer, Turkey Valley in Marshall, and Northern Pride in Thief River Falls. Together they help bring Minnesota raised turkeys to the tables across the nation. I hope you'll take a moment to look at the display of turkey products here today. It highlights the variety and quality of what's being raised and produced in Minnesota. But what you can't see is the pride and commitment behind every single item on those shelves. Minnesota's farmers and food companies work side by side to provide one of the safest and most affordable food supplies in the world. And as long as we keep working together, I'm confident we'll continue that tradition for yet generations to come. That is something we can all be very grateful for. It is now my pleasure to introduce fellow turkey farmer and a strong voice for our industry, Jake Valamic.
Hi, good morning. My name is Jake Valamic. I currently serve as president of the Minnesota Turkey Growers Association. My family and I own and operate Fallon Farms over by Lake Lillian, Minnesota. We raise turkeys year-round. It's truly an honor to serve the industry as so motivated to give back. In Minnesota, turkey means family. From the 400 families who raise turkeys across the state to the families who gather around turkey on Thanksgiving and throughout the year. This industry touches every corner of Minnesota, whether it's through our jobs that we support, the food we provide, or the economic strength created across the supply chain. Turkey connects us. It's part of who we are. And with that comes responsibility to give back. Minnesota's turkey farmers believe so deeply, believe in this very deeply. So this year, we've humbly donated $10,000 worth of turkey products to Second Harvest Heartland. This food has already made its way to the food banks and families across Minnesota. Our hope is simple, that with the help of Second Harvest, more Minnesotans will have the chance to enjoy turkey this Thanksgiving and beyond. I'm so proud to be joined today by Shelby Barber and her family, who raised our guest of honor in their farm near Swanville. Shelby has grown up pitching in wherever she needs to on the farm. She's in her second year of FFA, already serving leadership roles and competing on her poultry, it's CDE, it stands for Career Development Events. She's at state conventions. Shelby wanted to raise this year's governor's turkey because she wanted to represent the turkey growers from her community in a meaningful way. Shelby started this adventure with 4 tom turkeys, caring for them daily and training them how to behave in public. As they grew, the birds got older and larger. She narrowed the group down to 2 and eventually selecting the most well-behaved turkey for today. So we're expecting a lot from the group. Her dedication reflects on the values that define this industry, and we're proud to have her with us. Now, before we bring out our guest of honor, I want to welcome Sarah from Second Harvest to the microphone to say a few words.
Good morning. I'm Sarah Moberg, and I have the privilege of leading the team at Second Harvest Heartland. And I want to thank Butch and Jake and the turkey growers for your generosity and all the work that you do for Minnesota families so that they can gather around warm meals this holiday season. And thank you, Governor Walz and Commissioner Peterson, for supporting Minnesota's Hunger Relief Network. This has been a very challenging year. So while SNAP benefits have been restored following the federal shutdown, the work is far from over. Legislation passed this summer will significantly reduce benefits for many Minnesota families at a time when economic challenges are already making it harder to afford food. But the resiliency and the generosity of this state provides hope. The turkey growers donated hundreds of turkeys to a distribution in Minneapolis last week at one of our partner food shelves. And we got to hear firsthand from families about the difference that it was making for their holiday season. Volunteers have been filling shifts at our facility in Brooklyn Park, and the food shelves we support are seeing similar warmth and effort from communities all over Minnesota. We're also grateful to have Governor Walz as a champion for this cause. He knows that it will take longer-term investments in our hunger relief network if we're going to turn the tide. And in the meantime, Second Harvest Heartland and our partners will continue to do everything we can to get more food into communities and address the current hunger surge. Food insecurity exists in every corner of our state. We need more partnerships just like this one that reach across agriculture, state government, and hunger relief to ensure that every Minnesotan has the food they need this holiday season and beyond.
Thanks, Sarah. I think at this time, Shelby, I think we're ready. Let's present this bird. Holy smokes. 45 pounds. Is that what you said, Shelby?
45 or over.
Or over. Here we go. Shelby, you want to tell them? Name here, present your bird.
This is Brew. He is a Tom that is about 20 weeks old. He is 45 pounds or over. And yeah.
How long did it take to go from little bird to this bird?
About 20 weeks.
Not bad. Not bad. And I appreciate the play on words. That's Gru, G-R-U.
Yep. Like from Despicable Me.
There you go. There it is. Minions.
Yep.
Have you seen that? It's great.
There we go.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that, it's showing up.
Okay, this is the most well-behaved.
Yeah, that is.
We haven't had
We
this.
never, yeah. that's-
Congratulations, Shelby. Thank you to all of our growers. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah. All right, we get our pictures? You in here? All right. There we go.
Smile. All right, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Wow. That's a classic. Well, we would be, we'll take some on topic. We've got some folks here. Any on topics on the turkeys, agriculture and that, and then we'll take some off topic. I'll go ahead and take some off topic after that.
Governor, I know you kind of touch on this every year, but is this a turkey pardon?
It is not. It's a turkey presentation. And they're big, they're beautiful, and delicious. Is that right, Shelby? So, and we're very clear about that in Minnesota. And I'll just have to say the care that these producers care for these birds and what they do to get them to market is really something to see.
It's 45-ish pounds, a lot bigger than average. Like, what would be the average?
Shelby, you can come over here. You can get them. So,
For our birds, average is about mid to high 40s. Sometimes we have gotten up to about 60 pounds, but average is around mid to high 40s. Yes. So this is about average for him.
he's strutting.
He loves to show off.
This is as close as I get in turkey hunting to a turkey. I don't ever see them. So.
Well, so what's his journey? Does he go from here to the,
After this, he will come home with us and be the main guest on our Thanksgiving table.
Well said. Well said. Well, thank you all. We'll make sure we leave the turkey. I'll go ahead if these folks step. I'd be glad to take some off topic as we're here. Thank you all.